Yo, what the fuck is up? Jkhouns in the fucking press, boy. Now, I know I have not made a video in a while, and that's just because I've just kind of been occupied with life and living it. And so this is what should you do when you graduate high school. And now when you're a senior in high school, you're pushed so hard that you need to go to college, that you need to get some student loans from Vasa or whoever the fuck you need to get student loans from, and you need to at least go to the community college, you need to have a career, and that's the only way you could be successful. Well, let me tell you this. Once college students graduate from high school, and if they don't have a significant other or spouse, and they get that high-paying job that they've always been wanting, they realize, fuck, I'm stuck inside a cubicle wherever I'm at, being a nurse, a fucking doctor, and I don't really like this job. Is this my real purpose of life? And you won't realize that until you're done with school, until your ego is done from the environment that it was brought into. Since you were in preschool up to K-12, and then continuing on to college, you really think you're gonna know otherwise while you're in school? You know what I'm saying? So now let me tell you my story. Once I graduated from high school, you know, my sister got her master's degree in business. My dad went to college at the University of Denver. My mom went to college. I had both of my cousins that were in the same age as me go to college, and both of my best friends, they also went to community college. So I had so much pressure on me. And you know, I was working at Walmart, and then I snagged a job at Epilogue Laser as a shipping clerk. And this job is tedious after about 6 months, and it taught me gratitude, patience, and discipline by having the privilege to listen to audios in my ear. And the best thing that I've ever could have done in my life was follow my heart. I didn't know what I wanted to go to school for. I didn't know what I wanted a degree in. I had everyone pressuring me, but I followed my heart. I worked hard, and I stayed working, and I developed a better mindset overall. I feel like now, even outside of school, I enjoy reading a lot more, writing a lot more. My speech is a lot better. My confidence is a lot better, just because I looked up YouTube videos and I implemented that structure of what I want to know into my daily life. And now, one thing that I know is hard as an individual for you and for me is to recognize what habits we're in. So if you're in a habit of for example, on the weekend you get Saturday and Sundays off, and those are your two going out days or relaxed days. And if you're in the habit of that, and you're doing the same old thing every fucking weekend, and you're noticing the same old shit, and you're just like, fuck, you know, what's the purpose of life? That is why I am here. Listen to the people that has done it with experience. I'm not here to tell you financially, I'm here to tell you, after high school, don't stress it. Actually live life. You don't need to go to college. Listen to financial books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad if you want to get into some finance and manage your money a little bit better. Listen to Dale Carnegie, Napoleon Hill if you want to get into sales. And if you want to expand your consciousness, listen to Joe Rogan, Terrence McKenna, Dennis McKenna, Jordan Peterson's a great influential person where he'll teach you 12 rules of life. Like, I would have never known any of these people if I was still to be in school, and if I were to find this on my own. I was really into underground rap music. I was really into my egotistical ways, oh, gang shit, fuck off, I don't give a fuck about shit, everything on the media, I gotta flex on the book so hard. So everyone in my township knows who I am. Like, who the fuck cares? Who cares about who people think about you in your little township, you know? I want to make a difference in this fucking world, and you can too as an individual, but you need to realize where you're at as an individual. You need to realize where you're at, and you're nowhere, okay? You're nowhere. You need to start from nothing, and that's where you click. If you're nobody, you're nowhere. That's where you start as an individual. If you're like, oh man, I'm too good for this shit, look at this fool, then you're too good for this shit, look at this fool, and you'll still be where you're at the next month, the next 2 months, the next year. You'll still be where you're at. So my advice for you, when you are about to graduate high school, don't let anybody pressure you into something, and follow your fucking heart. Don't let your parents tell you you need to go to college because you need this high paying job, because they grew up in the information era. We're in the technology era. That's the fucking difference. That's all I gotta say, ho. That's all I gotta fucking